I would say it's cowardice in leadership to point to the people that we're supposed to be leading. But what you do as a fixer is wonderful. You say you come in and the first thing you do is you sit down and you listen.
Yeah, I think when you and I have to say, in not defense, but to the leadership that I have the opportunity and the privilege to work with, um, there's not always space for them to have one-on-one engagements with a clinical team that may be 50 people, right?
Yeah.
And so that's where the investment comes in and making sure if you can't do it, that you've partnered with someone that can,
Yeah.
right? You've placed someone in the organization that has that role, you've made the investment that way, or you bring in a partner that may not be a colleague within the company, but that person is there and your team knows we have this entity to support us in this way and to get us the training, the information we need to help us be collaborative and engaged, right? And so I just want to say that I think that's a first step for the leaders who may not know how. How do I fit this in as a leader? That's an answer right there. Um, and so, to your question, confidentiality is so important because we experience um, line managers and direct leaders that may not also have the training and knowledge to properly manage humans. They're wonderful at processes, but not so much at people management. And so, we now have this toxic, sometimes is what we call it, situation where our leadership or our person that's directly responsible for the us as employees and the work we do, may not know how to manage us properly.
Mm.
And so they've put in a system that doesn't allow me to be upfront and open because it may be a direct hit on them. It may make them not look so great. And so even one to one, I'm afraid to say, I don't know how to do this, and I've talked to you about this repeatedly, and you still haven't gotten me help. You still haven't found a way to get me the support. Maybe you don't know how to do it. That's okay. Point me in another direction. And I think that's hard for people as managers of
Mm.
humans
Yeah.
and that are responsible for the output of their work to just sit down and say, I don't know how to do that. Let me find the person who can. And so I think the confidentiality piece is really important because I don't have to worry about as soon as the door opens from our closed door meeting, you go and share what I've told you. And now I'm at risk of not getting a promotion or not getting on an important project or getting accolades because now I have been marked as the project manager or the clinical team leader that didn't know how to do a proper study budget with assumptions and projections.